Hey, Mark Crawford here again. It's been a while. Just had to shoot a video and vent. Just got back from San Marcos, Texas, where a contractor has quoted my in-laws a bill or a quote of $7,500 to replace their drain line out to the street. No more than about 6 joints of pipe. I mean, get real. They're having some problems with the drain clogging. So they called a plumber. They came out. They charged about $250 to run a snake, do some digging. They had to do some digging, find the clean out, and then they ran a snake down the line. For those of you that don't know what that is, it's basically a long coil device that goes down into the pipe to the clog to unclog it. And anyway, $250, and that's probably about par for the course for what a plumber would charge for that. But he comes back and tells my father-in-law that this old line needs to be replaced. And in fact, the line's already been replaced. Perhaps that has deteriorated itself to the point where roots are growing in, that sort of thing. I don't know. But I'm going to go over there and check it out. The point of this video, like I say, I'm just venting mainly, but I want to encourage you to tackle these type of jobs yourself. There's infinite resources on the internet nowadays where you can go and find out what you don't know. Don't be so scared that you've got to pay $7,500 for a contractor to come in and do this sort of thing. This type of job in their situation, about 6 segments of pipe, I mean, you're looking at about less than $300 worth of material. Rental equipment, a ditcher, run you about $250 a day, perhaps. And you can do it yourself. If you can't do it yourself, look for family, look for friends, look for church members, brothers and sisters that can help you. Because this is just ridiculous to pay $7,500. Okay, why does a contractor quote that much? Because he knows that most folks, especially the elderly, they're unable to do it themselves, and or they don't have the experience. They're scared. And if that's you, don't go for it, please. Those of you that have checked out our other videos, you know that we live in the woods. We've developed our property, our house. We bought as a shell home, meaning there's no electrical, no plumbing, just the walls, the floor, the walls, and the roof, basically. And we went from there. We took it slow. We took it easy. We kept it simple. That's all you really got to do is just keep it simple. Don't be overwhelmed by these so-called experts, especially like, for instance, solar energy. It's not that complicated. Contractor or so forth, they come out with their clipboard in hand. Next thing you know, they're quoting you $25,000. It's ridiculous. Give me a break. Go online, take it slow, read what you can, educate yourself, and you can do it too. My wife and I, we live an alternative lifestyle in the sense that we're more self-sufficient. We don't have the mortgage that people pay. We don't have the water bill people pay. We don't have the TV cable people pay. We don't have the car payment that people pay. We've elected to check out of all that debt. We pay cash for most everything we acquire and what we do, what we need. We just pay cash for it. And we put our money to work instead of paying interest on all this debt and things that most people do. We put our money to work for us. And anyway, getting back to the do-it-yourself, we just try to encourage you to do things yourself, and above all, help the elderly. Help, as the Bible says, help the widows and orphans. They need help. Don't allow contractors and others. I'm not saying all contractors are bad. They're not. Look who you can help in your church. Look who you can help. Your own folks, your family, your grandparents. Don't just call them and say, "Hey, is everything going all right?" Yeah, they'll say, yeah. They'll say yes because they're proud. They want to do things themselves. A lot of times they can't. They're just not physically able to do things themselves, or they don't have the experience. The in-laws here, we visit them about once a week. It's not that far off, about a half an hour's drive, and we just check in and see how things are going, see if they need help with this or that. And you can do the same. I would encourage you to. God tells us to. Let's do it. And for those of you that, again, that are just scared to take on some projects, take it slow, take it easy. It doesn't cost that much, and you can do it. And the rewards are many, many, many. Your life changes so dramatically once you've eliminated 80% of your bills. Just imagine that. You don't have the car bill you used to have. You don't have the mortgage. You don't have the water bill. You don't have the trash bill. And all these bills. It's just crazy how we've been accustomed to living in this enslaved paradigm. Kick it. Get out of it. But above all else, reach out and help somebody that can't help themselves, that are in a situation they're being preyed on. It happens all over, all the time. And God bless.